Good morning everyone, welcome one and all to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIV Online, A Realm Reborn. We started just a few days ago and created a completely brand new character, and hold on a second. The idea is that we will mainly be doing the main storyline because Final Fantasy XIV is just absolutely amazing, and Final Fantasy in general. Square Enix is known for its amazing stories, amazing cutscenes, and I just wanted to share that experience with you. So let's hop into it. The Chocobo Mailman in the corner. There we go. Okay. We need to go just outside to continue our questing. We need to be defeating some Chigos, however you pronounce that, and grab their XX. Now, luckily our minimap at least will have a bit of an idea where to go, so that's easy to do. Also, it's really nice that you can zoom in and out and actually move your minimap around, or you could just have it centered. There we go, the Chigwas. And we're done. Nice. Okay, cool. Let us return. Also, I'm sitting a little bit weirdly, so we can breathe. Get my camera angled the right way. Yep, there we go. Ah, you must be the adventurer standing in for our injured companion. Terribly unfortunate business, that. It seems, however, that you had little trouble gathering the XX in their stead. Excellent work. I shall have them sent over to the Trappers League immediately. Lest you wonder, these XX are not destined for the dinner table. Members of the Twin Adder and Wood Whalers are assisting the League by collecting the samples they need to check for signs of sickness. The Chigo, you see, is one of the few creatures capable of transmitting the disease known as the Creeping Death. Until relatively recently, any viewer who contracted this ghastly illness would almost invariably perish. I think the Hyur are one of the playable races. Indeed, a single outbreak once claimed the lives of a third of the Huron population here in Gridania. That was a long time ago, of course. With the medicines available to us now, the Creeping Death is not the killer it once was. Even so, It is best to halt any new outbreaks before they occur. Thus, we gather Chigo eggs on a regular basis in order to assist the Trappers League with their ongoing research. Your timely assistance is most appreciated. Yay! And level up, very nice. Surveying the damage. Such an embarrassing turn of events. I send a recruit from the barrack on a surveying expedition only for the craven to turn tail and flee at the first sign of trouble. This is not how we treat requests from the conjurers. And as if such a poor showing weren't bad enough, the lily-livered half-wit left behind the surveying equipment provided by Hero Pauline herself. While I attempt to instill some backbone in this so-called soldier, would you mind recovering the survey gear and returning it to Hero Pauline at Gabino's Bower? According to my recruit's tale of woe, there should be a set of survey records, a surveyor's robe, and 2 boxes of surveyor's instruments strewn about the interior of a cave to the south of here. It's a wonder the damn fool didn't lose his boots. Matron, watch over you. Okay, let's go find the place. I believe it's in here. Don't interrupt me while I'm doing my business. Whatever it is you are. A yarded. Kind of looks like a Venus flytrap on legs. That was it. We gathered the equipment, so now it is time to head back. Probably inside. There she is. Hero Pauline. Yes? May I assist you with some matter? Hand over these things. Oh, but this is the equipment I left with the soldiers of the Bannock. Flagged at the first sign of danger, you say? I see. Well, all is not lost. It appears the recruit managed to complete the surveying assignment. The records are actually quite detailed. With the changes wrought by the calamity, I thought it wise to send the Order of the Twin Adder on a number of expeditions to map the region's topography. As fortune would have it, the officers saw these tasks as an excellent opportunity to train inexperienced soldiers. We can no longer rely on our past knowledge of the 12th rule. If we are to survive these troubled times, we must reacquaint ourselves with our surroundings, that we may better discern the threats we face. Stay vigilant, adventurer. A soldier's breakfast. I hesitate to make such a dangerous request, but might you assist us in thinning the numbers of gnolls on naked rock? In our efforts to commune with the elementals, we conjurers often find ourselves in the area. Of late, however, our meditations have all too frequently been interrupted by unprovoked gnoll attacks. Truly, the beasts grow more aggressive by the day. Their numbers have continued to grow since the advent of the 7th umbral era, you see, forcing packs of the skill-kin to come down from the mountains in search of food. If you could slay a handful of the beasts, that should lessen their need to hunt and also serve as a warning to the gnolls to remain within their territory. But I am afraid you must do more than thin the existing population. If we are to truly break this spiraling growth, then we must also target their future offspring. Bring me one of their eggs, and you will have played your part in returning balance to this area of the forest. Okay. Let's get out there. Now my camera is still a bit wonky, so I'll try and reposition it a bit. There we go. Much better, I think. There's the kind of attack that we want to avoid. Well choreographed, so easy to do. It's really been a friendly district. Can I find one of these? Probably in a nest somewhere. Looks like there. Attack. in here. Grabbing the egg. Jump down. And quickly make our way back to E02. Just look at these little critters. Now, in other games, they are actually quite dangerous. Well, maybe not the micro-chew themselves, but they come from a race, and their elders, they will eventually grow into Rafflesia. And Rafflesia will just give you status effects that will make your skin crawl. You have returned. Now might my brothers and sisters continue their meditations undisturbed. You have my thanks. As for the egg, may I ask you to deliver it to Sub Kamazam at the Bannock? And all eggs are both large and filled with nutrients. The perfect meal for a soldier. She will be more than a little pleased to see you, I should imagine. Do? Who goes there? Oh, Elaine, it's you. Another delivery? I'm not certain I should be the one to buy Nothica. That's an anole egg. The troops will be glad indeed to see one of these at the table. And you say Hero Pauline sent you on this errand? I hear the annals are more numerous than ever. Yet you appear to have managed the task with your skin intact. Your skill and bravery continue to amaze me, Elaine. To the next main quest. Elaine, thank the gods you've come. We have a potential crisis on our hands, and I would appreciate your assistance. Will you hear me out? Spirit hold broken. Listen well, for we haven't much time. To the south of east of here lies a dungeon known as Spirit Hold. It was all but destroyed during the calamity. Desiring to offer the ruins back to the forest, a hero ventured inside to carry out the rite of return. Alas, it would seem something has gone awry. Word arrived just moments ago that the hero and his guards have been attacked by a towering shadow. Aye, you heard me true. A shadow! On any other day I would dispatch my best quivermen to provide support. But I sent them to repel an Ixali incursion in the West Shroud nearly a bell ago. The timing of these events cannot be mere coincidence. I fear the Ixals somehow caught wind of our plans, and are attempting to disrupt the rite in an effort to weaken the bond between man and elemental. That must not be allowed to succeed, and so I bid you go to Spirit Hold and do whatever is necessary to resolve the situation. Please say you will help us. I knew you would not let me down. You have all the support I can muster. Now we are racing against time, so you had best make haste. didn't he? I think it was just to... Yeah, there are the Surfeit Swarm. We need to kill them for our Hunter's Journal. And... yeah, there they are. We only need 2 more for this. We need a Northern Vulture in the East Shroud and a Mid-Swarm in the North Shroud. Should be fairly easy to do once we get there. Who goes there? An adventurer, is it? Here at Instructor Galfrid's request, you say? Thank the matron. Doubtless you already know this, but a towering shadow manifested without warning and attacked the hero in the midst of the rite. Most of his party has been successfully evacuated, but 5 remain unaccounted for. Please find them and see them out of harm's way. Now, yes, here we go. We need to get these out of the way, because the creatures here that have this triangle thing, they are actually hostile. Everything else we just ignore. That is one of them. Please go, good sir. I feel this annoying little rat. Him. You are not welcome here. Okay. Only this thing to go. One more party member. And that should be all fine. And then I think only the hero left. Yes. Now apparently we are... Hey Tag! Welcome in, welcome in. Good morning. You might have noticed that this is actually 18 plus. So you are free to tease me in any way you like. You're welcome. O mournful voice of creation, grant you this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. That is all up to you. If you want to be good, you can be good. If you want to be nice and good evil, then you can do that as well. Now let's send this pile of stones back to whence it came, shall we? That's a bit wonky in numerical times with the camera angle, but we should be fine. Ah! Get away, get away! And down you go. Also, good to hear that you had a great night and a good sleep. Considering that I believe you said that you overexerted yourself yesterday. That is really good to hear that you were able to wind down. That the golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. Damnation, he has eluded us yet again. Oh, fancy meeting you here. How are things? Actually we met these two earlier, when someone made an Ixali chieftain purposefully wound one of the trees and thereby the ability to commune with the elementals, and we had to deal with the enraged elementals at that time. Oh boy, I do not feel so well. More birds. This makes it how many times today? 7? Their movements are beyond our fathoming. Do you think maybe they're trying to summon their primal? I hope not, for all our sakes. Yet we must be prepared for the worst. I think that for some reason or another, I am having these flashbacks of Papalimo and Ida's travels before, and as far as I'm aware, I should not be knowing this, so there must be something special. With it, the same fate has befallen Emerald Moss. It is as we feared. Dalamud's anomaly is affecting life in the Twelveswood. You mean the disturbance in the etheric flow? The very same. The Garleans have a lot to answer for. The imbalance they have created is plunging the land into chaos, just as Louis Soir forewarned. It's no wonder the primals have started appearing. Time is against us, but there is still hope for the land. By the way, I think this is probably before the calamity, because the calamity was Dalamud opening up and unleashing Bahamut across the land. So, yeah, that is some damn weird flashback we're having here. We must hold fast to that hope and fight to the very last. Agreed. Whoa! Ah, stupid things? Those stupid things happen to be the very latest in Chilean innovation. Show some respect. But they're so uncomfortable and ugly. Ugh. If you ask me, they're an improvement over that mask of yours. Hard to believe it's already been 5 whole years, isn't it? Already? 5 years is but a heartbeat in the life of the planet. I suppose you're right. Now that I think about it, the 12's Woods barely recovered at all, and the Gridanians still have the same old problems. Aye, along with some new ones. Just in case the Ixal and Garuda weren't troublesome enough, the Sylphs had to go and invite Rama, didn't they? Do you ever think about those adventurers who fought alongside us? I do, and then 5 years seems like ages. I wonder what became of them. Ida, look! Golly, and this is what exactly? Yet another disturbance in the ether, and freshly manifested at that. It seems to be emanating from Live Man's stump. We must hurry. Are you alright? Your eyes glazed over for a while there. The good news is that the hero is unharmed. Somewhat dazed, yes, but whole of mind and body. The bad news concerns everything else. Lest you forget, the 12's Wood is the domain of the elementals. It is by their leave that man abides in the forest and avails himself of its bounty. The ground which the dungeon occupies is no different. Having no more use for the dungeon, the Gridanians sent a hero to offer the place back to the elementals by way of the rite of returning, which is essentially an expression of gratitude. Alas, he failed to complete the ritual for obvious reasons. While the poor soul cannot be blamed for this, the fact remains that unless the elementals are given their due, they may well consider it a slight, and the very last thing the Gridanians can afford to do in these uncertain times is risk alienating the 12's Wood eternal guardians. But you have more than done your part. We shall see the hero to safety, and send for his peers to finish the rite. In the meantime, please make your way outside and report to Alistair. Ah, but where are my manners? I am Papalino, and the tactless woman beside me here is... Ida! Papalimo and I are surveying the 12's wood together. Pleased to meet you. Ida, give me a hand, would you? Wait, there is something familiar about you. Could it be that you are... Never mind. Doubtless my eyes are playing tricks. Till we meet again. So let us make our way out. Probably have to deal with a few imps along the way. Should be real issues for us. Now the downside of playing a Conjurer, and a White Mage in particular, is that, well, basically, while we can do damage, it's not exactly something that, you know, comes natural, so it is not as much as I might like it to be, and that means that combat is going to be a little bit slower. Oh, no wonder these imps are here. It's part of something called fate. Yes, Tag, it is. Now, I will say that I have played Conjurer before, but I wanted to do it on stream because I really like the idea of it. Hold on. No. Thank you. Stupid thing. But I suppose the greatest thing about being a healer is you never have to worry about having to die. Not really, man. So let's have a chat with Aliston. All this happened inside Spirit Hall? 12 preserve us. Who was that masked mage? And by what dark ambition is he driven? So many things shrouded in mystery. Well, I shan't find any answers on my own. I must needs discuss this with Galfred. The matter warrants a full investigation. If I am any judge... The matter warrants a full investigation if I am any judge, and that shall certainly be my recommendation. Your courage has saved many lives this day, adventurer. For this you have my deepest gratitude. Pray return to Gridania and seek out Mimi. I understand she wishes to thank you for your efforts on our behalf. Now, we can do this the quick way, which I am definitely going to do. I should be able to use my return and get back. Quick chat with Mother Moon. and see what we can do for her. Welcome back, Elaine. A little bird tells me that the hero and his party owe you their lives. A tale for the tavern, if ever there were one. It is only a shame that I must ask you not to tell it. For the time being, at least. Do I make myself clear? Until the heroes have made their will in the matter known, it would be best to avoid unsettling people with stories of walking statues. Now then, you must have suitable recompense for your valiant service. For the first half of your reward, I give you leave to make use of the accommodations here at the guild. Arrangements have been made, so all you need do is speak with Antoinette whenever you crave the comfort of a firm bed and a soft pillow. In-rooms are now available. For the second half of your reward, I offer you another path to fame and fortune, or guild levies. Guild levies are records of the various requests we receive from the citizenry. They outline all manner of tasks which ambitious young adventurers like you can elect to undertake. Contra is a guild levy official, or levy meet, here at the Caroline Canopy. I have spoken with him regarding your knack for solving challenging problems, and he is eager to make your acquaintance. By the way, have you perchance heard about the upcoming festival? It is truly a splendid occasion, looked forward to by young and old alike, and one I heartily recommend that you take the time to enjoy. Sorry about that. Don't be too disappointed if the recent troubles cast a shadow over proceedings, however. I fear nothing short of the mysterious interloper's apprehension can prevent that. But we were talking about you, Elaine. You have made Mother proud. I expect great things of you, young lady. Yay! So, Tag, tell me, are you familiar with Final Fantasy XIV? Access to recommendations. This feature displays a list of quests or duties currently available in your area. That's actually quite handy. The recommendations list can be opened from under duty in the main menu and will also be displayed automatically when you log in. If you find yourself unsure of what to do next, this tool makes it simple to locate activities suitable for your present class and level. Okay. Now that is really good. Let us take that and at least have it close. Okay, cool. Oh, what builds have you played, Tag? Let's see. We can do main or a levy. Let's have a quick look at the levies. We don't really need to do it, but I think doing at least one is good. Mother Miyun has told me much of your endeavors, Elaine. Have you considered attempting one of the guild levies here, available here at the Adventurers Guild? Guild levies are the means by which we document requests for assistance from the citizenry, prior to assigning them to adventurers possessed of the necessary skills. From battlecraft levies that require the extermination of monsters to tradecraft levies that ask for the creation of goods, the tasks we term levy quests are many and varied in their nature. floor tank or dragoon, marauder, thaumaturge, thief, dancer. I do suppose you've played all of them on the same character? That, by the way, for anyone listening and for my viewers on YouTube, is the one thing that sets this game absolutely apart from any other game, is the fact that Final Fantasy XIV, like many other Final Fantasies, actually has the classes that we have are incorporated into this job system, and you could have, technically speaking, only a single character having all different classes. And I think I should finish this first and then I'm gonna go into that. Should your interest be piqued, I suggest you make your way to Bent Branch Meadows and speak with Tierney. She will be happy to set your feet on the path to completing your first level quest. Cool. Let's open. Over here we can see like all the different jobs you can take. Now I'm not sure where the white mage is at, but I believe the white mage is the next one for the Conjurer. But regardless, you can just switch at any moment to a different class or job and still use the same character. You do have to level up in that job, because even though as a character you possess a lot of skills in adventuring itself, as for you to become proficient in a new job, you have to put in the time. Let's see if we have some new gear. Cool. Ooh, I kinda like this. Let us continue. On to Bent Branch. How is my favorite fresh-faced adventurer? Oh, do not scowl so. I speak out of habit. You've come a long way since first you walked through my door, and I'll not deny it. As a matter of fact, I think it's about time you made yourself useful at Bent Branch Meadows in the Central Shroud. By the way, Tag, why did you do that across different characters? Did you want to try different races or something? Unlike the recruits you see at the barrack, the men and women out at Bent Branch are fully occupied with their own work. As such, I imagine there are more than a few who would welcome the assistance of a rapidly maturing adventurer like yourself. Yeah, that explains it. Probably one of the reasons why I am starting a new character, because I kind of want to play with a couple of friends I made via Twitch. Plus, the main storyline is the main thing that I want to share with you. And I had already done that on the character I had used a long time ago. Plus, it's easier to get back into things when you just start afresh. Bent Branch is also home to a very usefully situated hazelrite. It is, in other words, the perfect place for you to begin the next stage of your journey as an adventurer. And what better time than the present? Leave the city via the Blue Badger Gate and continue to the southwest until you come to a bridge. Cross it, and when you spy an aetheryte in the distance, you may congratulate yourself on having successfully found Bent Branch Manors. If you so fancy, you may also make use of the Chocobo Porter service, doubtless the safest way to get to your destination. Chocobo Keeper Singar should not hesitate to lend his birds to a capable adventurer like you. For a fee, most likely. But still, Chocobos. Oh, and be sure to introduce yourself to Keitha, the head Chocobo Wrangler, when you arrive. Cool. But, I think I am going to have a quick chat with Singar, because I would like to see if I can get Porters are similar to rental chocobos in that they can be hired to carry you quickly to various different destinations. I cannot control these birds, and they will not stop until they have arrived at their destination. On the other hand, porters are trained to take the safest route, meaning that they will never be attacked while in transit. Okay. That is handy indeed. I am also going to really quickly check in with the Conjurers Guild, because I believe the next part of the Conjurers quest is now available to us. I believe they are open every 5 levels or so. And considering the last one we did was at level 8, I think, and we are now level 12, we should be able to get the next part. And trial by wind. Greetings, Elaine. Each time we meet, the part of Conjurer befits you ever better. In your previous lesson, we learned about the element of earth. It is my desire that you next become acquainted with the wind. Travel to Full Flower Coon in the East Shroud and seek the teachings of Hero Wolfew. Though scant few years have passed since her coming of age, Wolfew is a conjurer of consummate skill who is able to divine the will of air elementals with uncommon clarity. I can recommend no better tutor for your lessons in the mysteries of wind. Okay. On we go. I will say though, I do miss the fact that I currently have no chocobo at my command. But I suppose that will happen at some point. And in the meantime, my own 2 legs are good enough for carrying us. Go there, because I know there is a shortcut to the East Shroud here. Let me double check this. Lavender Bells. Okay. Oh, it's out of service? We have to go the long way. Okay. Ah, sad. What? Blue Badger Gate. There we go. You miss your fat chocobo? Like, actually fat chocobo or just chocobo? That... I don't know. You explain it to me. I would like to see a picture of that if you don't mind. Well, come to think of it, which special edition. Yeah. I think there was one Final Fantasy that actually had a fat chocobo as a summon. Was that 13? I don't quite remember. 7. What? Oh, yes, please, let's do. And once you send it, I will attempt to put it up on screen. In the meantime, let's continue. You must be late. Brother Isunian sent word to expect you. Yeah. Sometimes our programs are not the speed we would like them to be. Oh well, we make do. It shall be my pleasure to instruct you on the patterns of gusts and gales. Now, how to proceed? Pray forgive my hesitation. It was but recently that I attained the title of hero and, well, you are my first student. Yes, I believe I have a suitable task for you. To the east of Sweetbloom Pier there is a small spring giving rise to a pool. Go there and clear the air of the honeybee swarm which lately took up residence in the area. You seem uncertain. Mayhap you wonder at the connection between my request and the subject of your study. I sympathize, Elaine, but trust me, inexperienced though I may seem, this deed will deepen your understanding of wind. Okay. I will also say that I think this is just about the place where we should be trying to find these northern vultures. So let's see if we can catch wind of them. Ah! There is one. Down to go. We'll die with the time likely, and if not, it will definitely be so. There it is. Cool. just one more to go for the completion of the first hunting journey. Discord is being extraordinarily slow today, apparently. Let's see if we can open up this ferry here. Cool, cool, ferry opened. Let's have a look. Oh my god. Save that image. Put it in the right folder. Where is it? Okay, now let's go here. Get an image up. Dang it. Sometimes I really don't like OBS. I accidentally dragged my chat box. Now let's show it. There we go. Now that is one chunky boy. For flying, you use a cake on a rod? Oh, so you can fly. Oh, that must be like probably in the first expansion, I think. Or second, maybe. And the first expansion alone is like hours and hours and hours of gameplay. That is so annoying. Why is it? I just took the ferry here. Oh, because it's the wrong one. A heaven's wood. Is that the first one or the second one? Let me quickly check. First expansion. Yeah. Did you perchance play Final Fantasy XIV while it was still in its 1.0 state? Well, then at least you are very much aware of the origin of the story. The fact that Final Fantasy XIV, when it was first released, was like the worst mess you could have imagined. Basically, developers just doing their own thing without regards to a bigger plan. UI was messy. The world was quite empty. Story didn't really balance well with gameplay. And it was just so bad that basically within months of releasing, Final Fantasy XIV lost like probably 90% of their player base, and for some odd reason something happened that has never happened before in any kind of game, and probably will never happen again. It got a second chance, a complete reboot, and over the course of 2 years, I believe, while developers both tried to patch 1.0 as best as they could, they also worked in secret on 2.0, which has now become a Realm Reborn. And the story itself is just absolutely amazing. And aside from the fact that I absolutely love Square Enix, because all the games are just amazing, that story alone makes me want to play Final Fantasy XIV and really enjoy the game that they put out on its second chance, and they did such an amazing job at it too. Welcome back. I take it the bees are no more? Tell me, did you happen to notice many of the Valkyn's preferred flowers in the vicinity of the spring? I ask because there were none. Strange then, is it not, that the bees should choose to congregate there? And what has caused this aberrant behavior? Still your mind and reach out with your senses. Can you feel it? The path of the wind veers from its natural course, sweeping hapless creatures along in its wake. Something is playing havoc with the air currents. Such a disturbance bespeaks corruption. Return to the spring near Sweetbloom Pier and search for pockets of corrupted air. Should you find one, use your powers of Conjury to disperse it. Cool. As for me, I do believe I did play the original 1.0. Although I am not entirely sure. But I think at the time, and over the years, I played like a dozen MMOs, but none of them actually really could get me as much as World of Warcraft did back in the day. So yeah, I probably went back to World of Warcraft, but nowadays I have basically I like Lord of the Rings Online and Final Fantasy XIV so much better than I like World of Warcraft, simply because of how much lore and how much story has been put into the game. Let's get rid of this Twin Sprite. Although I believe I should also get rid of these ads. think that might be the wise thing to do. Ah, there's just a wolf view. Helping us out. And it looks like the more I damage this index strike, the more of the ads will show. Well, that's alright, with just a roof view at my side, we will be fine. And there we go. Bit worse for wear. Well done. The wind no longer keens its frustration. Let us return to Full Flower. I must apologize for exposing you to such danger. The corruption was greater than I anticipated. But it is through such trials that we flourish as conjurers. Now then, Lynn, what did you learn as you struggled within the air's grasp? You will doubtless have noticed that wind does not strike with the instant crushing force of earth. Instead, it torments one's form, dancing across every surface and leaving 1,000 tiny wounds in its wake. These are the agonies of erosion. Having experienced such pain, you are now intimately acquainted with wind's capacity for patient destruction. No land is a stranger to its power. When you stand in the distant skies and feel the wind's familiar caress upon your skin, remember the lessons you have learned here this day. I suppose I should be grateful that this latest elemental disturbance manifested itself at such an opportune time. Only the gods know what I would have taught you had it not. Yet the growing frequency of such phenomena begins to concern me. While it is true that the calamity wrought much harm upon the Twelvewood, I suspect some other forces at work here. I bid you remain wary, Elaine. Okay, thanks for the lurk tag. I was gonna say enjoy your chores, but no one really enjoys chores, so good luck and hope you get done with them real quick. But enough of these ominous rumblings. I regret to say that your time with me is at an end. Return to Stillglade Fane and inform Brother Isuni of your newfound mastery. Oh, and be sure to thank him for sending me such a willing first student. Yay! Happy to be of service to you. Also want to have a quick foray into the North Shroud and get that Midge Swarm done, because I think the next part is probably level 10 to 20, and it would be nice to have that available to me before I do any more questing. North Shroud. fine piece, I think. Over there. Oh, there's one. That's nice. Didn't expect to find one so early already. I thought I had to do a little bit more. Sure. This is good. There we go. Difficulty rank unlocked. So now we can go to the next. And that's a good thing too, because some of them are in the Central Shroud in Bent Branch, which we do have a main quest pending. Welcome back, Elaine. The elementals inform me that you have opened your ears to the voice of the wind. That is well. Having made allies of two elements, you are well on your way along the path of Conjury, though full comprehension of these forces will only come to you in the fullness of time. Be patient. As you seek to embrace nature more fully, so will nature hold you more closely. They made you study wind? Why bother? You don't need wind to heal things, whatever those dreary lessons tell you. Conjury is inextricably bound with nature, Sophie. That dreary lesson is one you should have learned by now. I assume by your presence here that you have once again abandoned your tutors? You must understand, if you persist in casting spells without the proper knowledge, I have all the knowledge I need. My mother never needed to embrace nature to heal, and the people she helped were thankful for her art. I'll learn Conjury the same way she did, and become just as great a conjurer, you'll see. But I didn't come here to argue with you, Brother Isun. I wanted to tell you that I've discovered how to cast rays. What were you thinking, girl? You know not what you do, what you risk. You are meddling with forces beyond your comprehension. Should you even attempt to use that spell, I will have no recourse but to strip you of the name of conjurer and banish you from our hall. Do I make myself clear? Why must you be so angry with me? It's not as if I were trying to hurt anyone. No, poor girl. But that's... Sophie, my dear child, that is precisely the point. My apologies, Elaine. I hope you do not find these constant disruptions distracting. As you have just heard, Sophie's mother was also a conjurer. A conjurer who was unable to use any spells outside the sphere of healing. Needless to say, Sophie seeks to emulate her in every way. It is a rare and wondrous talent to heal without relying on the energies of nature. But such power is not born of true conjuring. By all that we know of the art, it should not be possible for Sylvie to cast rays. I shudder to think what would happen if she tried. I fear my inability to set her upon the true path reflects my own failings as a teacher. I am only glad that those failings have not hindered you. Whether it be with my help or in spite of it, I believe that you will become a fine conjurer. Already you are blessed with great power, and more shall be yours should you persevere with our art, as indeed I hope you shall. Yet however much you grow, however powerful you become, remember that ours is a power borrowed, not taken. I shall remember this. Before you depart, I would speak with you of one further matter. Thus far, you have completed 3 tasks to my satisfaction. I would officially recognize your efforts by granting you leave to join the other guilds. Gridania is home to guilds representing lancers, archers, leatherworkers, carpenters, and botanists. Should any of these paths appeal to you, you are free to seek membership at the associated establishment. Now this is what I talked about earlier, is now we are able to change jobs however much we want, whenever we want. I but ask that you bear one thing in mind. While man is given to curiosity and want to explore new paths, only through focus may he attain true enlightenment. Naturally, it would please me most if you placed Conjury above other pursuits. Regardless of the path you choose, however, I have every confidence that your deeds will be to the honor of all concerned. Go now, Elaine, and seek your destiny. Ever shall the earth meet your footfall and the wind guide your path. Let's go with the head. Hold on a second, my bell is ringing, so I will be right back. And I'm back. That was just a parcel being delivered to a roommate of mine. So let's continue. We have access to the armory system. Quests to unlock the other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionist in the corresponding guild. These exist myriad disciplines in Eorzea that adventurers can take up. For the most rewarding experience, however, it is recommended that you first focus on mastering your current class. Now, I think that maybe at some point that I might want to multi-class, but I don't know quite yet. Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to be level 15 to get the next quest. So what we do now is return to the main quest. Take the Badger Gate. And move south. On towards Bent Branch Meadows. In the meantime, let's quickly check. East Shroud, Central Shroud, East Shroud, Central, East, 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 South, and East. Okay. So there are a couple that we can do over here, like Central Shroud in Bent Branch, that is around this area. Firefly, same area. That is in the South Shroud. So we have to look out for a Firefly and an Arbor Buzzard. Okay, cool. We can do that. You must be the venturer Mune sent word about. I am Keitha, head wrangler around these parts. I've heard many and more things about you. Good things, lest you worry. When the Elder Seedseer bade us welcome venturers, 'tis fair to say that we had our doubts, till hard-working folks like yourself said about proving us wrong. That is, consider me a convert. Any road, you've a mind to help out at the ranch, have you? Good. We could always do with a hand or two to keep the place running smoothly. As a matter of fact, I've a task right here that wants doing. Let me know when you're ready to get busy. Oh, and you come highly recommended. So don't go let no one down, eh? Let's also update my gear. You shall not trespass. 7 hells! Some bastard Kikian has gone and broken one of me chocobo eggs. The filthy little thief was busy looting the barn when a guard startled her, prompting the damn thing to drop the egg it was clutching and run. Some of the lads gave chase, bless 'em, but when 3 of the vermin appeared, me lot had no choice but to turn back. Something has to be done about those Kikian. Would you mind heading over to the matron's left and having a word with a soldier named Rosaline for me? The red man nest in her neck of the woods, see? She'll know what to do. Sure. Also, I need to find Tierney and attune myself to the Aetherite here before I forget. Yay! And now I can travel instantly between Aetherite crystals I've attuned myself to. Tierney. Greeting, adventurer. My name is Tierney, and I am in charge of assigning local levy quests here at Bend Branch Manors. Gontran convinced you to seek me out, did he? Then I shall assume you have a basic understanding of what accepting the guild levy might entail. Sorry, my nose is a bit thick, so I have need to clear it out once in a while. But first things first, I must be certain that your skills are a match for your enthusiasm. The Adventurers Guild would not approve of me sending a fledgling hero to a death or dishonor for want of the requisite capabilities. Take a moment to peruse the task outlined in this guild levy. Do you believe yourself up to the challenge? Then we'll bring up a list of highlight, accept. Levy allowances are required to accept levy quests. Will be granted 3 levy allowances every 12 hours, up to a maximum of 100. You may accept as many as 60 levy quests at once. Okay. Let's accept it. Report to Central Crowd. I am glad to hear it. Pray be aware, however, that the gnolls are wont to flee to their broodmates when they sense they are overmatched. You would be wise to prevent such a reunion, lest the battle be drawn out past your limits of endurance. Open your journey under duty in the main menu, and begin the select levy quest by pressing the initiate button. Okay, just have to keep them from fleeing. Open the levy quest, okay. Clicking on the map will show the approximate location. And once you have arrived, open the journal, select and okay. Let's see, where is that levy quest? A little bit north, just about where I need to be, so that is good. Let us go there immediately. And reset my camera, my map, I mean. Now, I am going to... The thing about levy quests is that you can do them at easy difficulty, which is their accepted number, which is level 10 for this particular one. Or you could get a few more levels, making it a little bit harder, but you also get more experience, and especially completing ones below your level will reduce the experience you get. So let's go and take this down. And remember, we don't want it to start healing. There we go. That is one stalker down. Just go. Also, treasure coffers. That's nice. We have a maximum time. And that's the difficulty. One final one. The frost breath. Bond it with some more stones. And it wants to leave. Like unfortunately for it. Now they are asking whether we want to go back to Bentbred's Meadows, but we have our main quest nearby, so we're going to say no to that. Generally, it is a way to return quickly without any cost, so that is a real nice addition there. Well, that's what the pop-up auction told us. Rosalind, you're here on Keitha's behalf? I see. Broke one of her eggs, you say? And there were 4 of the creatures? The Kikin are a nuisance at the best of times, but we must now add trespass and chocobo murder to their list of transgressions. They have forced our hand. Our retribution must needs be swift and decisive. And who better than you to deliver it, adventurer? Find the lair to the west of here and make an example of exactly 4 Kikin scramblers. We can send no clearer message. But do I have to go up there or down there? I'm not sure, and only one way to find out. Also, there are some arbor deserts that I need for my hunter's building. We're a bit underleveled, that is fine. That is good for the hunting one. And there's another nice thing about this game. It shows me the target and with a down arrow, meaning that they are somewhere below me. As we can see, there we are. Now I need to defeat 4 of them. In the meantime, this buzzard is trying to annoy me. This kind of look like armadillos. Cute. Now I can understand why they want to grab... Oh, new achievement. defeat 100 enemies. Yay! As I was saying, now I understand why those creatures want to steal chocobo eggs. It is food for them. Now, as we've seen earlier in this playthrough, these slugs have this icon above their heads, and that icon basically tells us that it's part of a hunter's log quest. So yes, I will down it and find its relevant, because we have seen in the hunter's log that there are 2 entries for the central shroud, and the slugs are one of them. One more, I believe. Oh, I didn't need to do this one. Oh well. They're still slugs though, so I'd be happy to craft one extra. And down it goes. Back to the kicking scrambles. Now, I do understand their need for food. However, we should not encourage them to take that from chocobo farmers. Instead, they should take their food from the wild. Okay, we should be done now. Tell me, Rosalind, what should we do next? The deed is done? Good. A grim task, but a necessary one. You have shown them the folly of inciting the wrath of those who consort with adventurers. Perhaps now the Kikin will think twice before giving into their larcenous proclivities. Don't look down. Oshajab, a woodwailer at the matron's Lethe, is looking for a sure-footed adventurer to pluck blue trumpets from the root of the nearby Heaven's Pillar. Ho there, adventurer, you seem light on your feet. Fancy a quick skip along the route of the Heaven's Pillar here? I need someone to pick off a blue trumpet or two. I know what you're thinking. It is not more than a mushroom, so why the commotion? I'll tell you why. You allow that fungal menace to multiply, and within a moon they'll be covering the whole damn root and rotting the wood clear through. Just watch your step while you're up there, though. The diamides on the ground won't waste any time adding insult to falling injuries. Once you're done, Head up to the top end of the route and report to Theodore. You'll be glad to hear someone's taken care of one more of his dreaded chores. Okay, but first I am going to go back and finish up that levy meat. Now I think I ought to have taken the quick travel option, but it is the way it is. There you are, Tony. Your first foray into the world of levy quests appears to have been a success. And here is the reward for your efforts. A bonus has been awarded based on difficulty, as we said, for speed of completion. Okay, so we get both extra experience as well as extra money. That is nice. Now that this little trial is behind us, I have no further qualms about assigning you tasks around Bent Branch menus. There are levy quests aplenty for a hard-working adventurer such as yourself, and a deal of fame and fortune to be won in their doing. Yay! Achievement unlocked as a storyteller. Complete 30 unique quests. Yay! Getting up in the world. Now these levy quests are an amazing tool, considering the fact that at some point when you're doing all these different jobs, you'll probably run out of like main quests and side quests to do. So the levy quests are an easy way to earn experience for your new jobs. And I think that is an amazing way of introducing more quests basically. Okay, last of the mushrooms, and then all we have to do is get up there. That was something about the fate that we had some contribution in. We didn't mean to, but because we found the northern vultures there, we killed a few of them, and that earned us some contribution rewards. Well, nice. Oh, you've cleared the route of blue trumpets? Wonderful. To be quite honest, I have this teeny tiny problem with heights. No, this is not my ideal posting, but we all do what we must. Keeping the route passable is an important job, you see. It's one of the few ways folk can traverse the central shroud since the Calamity all but split the area in twain. It is not perhaps the easiest pathway to walk, but there are those who believe the will of the matron herself caused this tendril of a heaven's pillar to remain thus suspended, that it might serve the forest's people. I am rather fond of the notion myself. In the grim darkness of the forest, it is, regrettably, my duty to stand watch over the road from here to Bent Branch Meadows. The ranch has become a veritable institution of Gridania, so any threats to its continued operation are taken quite seriously by the wood dwellers. Which reminds me, mayhap it was my imagination, but I believe I caught a glimpse of some shadowy fellow not too long ago. Would you mind passing his word to Rosaline down below? I would go myself, but, well, it's hard enough marshalling the courage to walk the route for my shift. Sure, I'll do it for you. I am nice after all. A shadowy fellow? Now that you mention it, I may have seen something. I dismissed it as a trick of the light before, but I thought I saw a shadow in the forest to the north. Still, I suspect this is nothing more than a kick-in thief on the run. If you must sate your curiosity, by all means investigate. Should you actually find something of note, I would like very much to see it. Where do we go? Over there. Okay. Got some dynamites there, which I would like to avoid. What's this leather bag? Oh, odd. Yeah, perhaps it is something that we can use to track this shadowy figure down. Have you found something? I have indeed. Remnants of a campfire in a forgotten bag. This could belong to any adventurer or traveler. And inside we have a chocobo grooming brush and roseling oil? But wait, why would a traveller make camp here when it would be far safer to beg the hospitality of Bent Branch Meadows? Bugger me, I think this belongs to that stranger said to be meddling with the chocobos. Thank you, adventurer. We have been lax in our duties, but no longer. I swear we will find this shadow. Class quest rewards. There are some actions which only can be learned by completing specific class quests. For example, the Ranger Lancer weapon skill piercing talons is acquired by completing the Lancer guild quest available at level 15. Now I suppose the same is true for the Conjurers, so we'll see. If we need to go to Bent Branch Meadows, then I think I will first go back to Gridania to the Conjurer's Guild. Threat level elevated. We cannot allow other sentries to dismiss similar sightings. They must know what we have learned. To that end, I've prepared this letter containing everything we know about our mysterious stranger. I need you to show it to my comrades throughout the Shroud. Once each sentry has committed the details to memory, have them write their name at the bottom for confirmation. Start with Elmar at the Bannock, then find Bernard at the eastern gates of Bent Branch Meadows. They ought to relay the information to the others. Finally, make sure Elgar sees the letter. He stands watch within the stables, so if the stranger's aim is to harm the chocobos, Elgar may have to personally put an end to it. Okay. So, indeed. we have to go there first. So, yes. I am just gonna go to New Gridania. And finish this Conjurer's Guild quest. Conjurers. There we go. Such a soothing sound, this. Trial by water. It's good to see you again, Elaine. By the aura you exude, it is plain you have grown further as a conjurer. The time has come that you acquaint yourself with the third element of our art, water. For the first part of your lesson, you are to take this flask of pristine water and pour it at the foot of the hedge tree found near the hawthorn hut. The water's purity will draw forth the corrupting entity that is siphoning the tree's life force. Dispatch this being, and then speak with Brother Joachim at the hawthorn hut. As you might expect, he's a conjurer with a fine ear for the murmurings of brook and stream. Listen well to his advice if you would learn to master the element of water. Now let's see where that is. In the East Shroud. Okay, good to know. That means we take the Ethernet to the Lancers Guild and then the ferry to the East Shroud. Sweet Blue Pier. Yes, please. Let's go there. Now, obviously, we will also keep our eyes out for the creatures we need to be taking down for our hunting log, which is a goblin hunter. Oh, I'm missing a firefly in the central shroud. Good to know. A mandragora. That is in the 9 ivies, which is further south, south, and more south. And that is in the bramble patch, which is over here, but that is level 20. Yeah, might as well. Let's go grab that real quick. Should be fine. It's a bit hard, considering that it's 5 levels above us, but maybe not. Nope. I am noping out of here. We can do that later. Let us first find the other creatures that we need. So many slugs here. Ah! There are some hunters. But where am I? let me quickly take care of a couple of these hunters. I believe. Yep, that's them done. Mandragora are over here in the north. Might as well get them real quick. Unfortunately, we are also beset by vultures. So let's quickly put some damage over time on them. Heal myself. I would prefer not to die. Let's see if we can partake in that kill. I was close to get there. That's not nice. Dang you, vulture! Leave me alone, please. There we go. Three of the Mandragora. Yep. Should be fine now. Done. Also, these hunts are a great way to earn some quick experience. There we are. Water slide. While the damage from our arrow attack is slowly but surely taking down his health, we just pound it with pebbles over and over and over again. There we go. we go to the Hawthorne hut. And speak with Joachim. There he is. Greetings, Elaine. Brother Izumi informed me of your coming. I assume it was you who purified the befouled water at the hedge tree. The joyous bubbling of the elemental was a pleasure to hear. On behalf of both of them and myself, I thank you. You are welcome, sir. Now, without further ado, let us speak of that which Brother Izumi sent you here to learn. I trust you did not find it strange to be asked to tend to a tree when your lesson this day concerns the element of water. One need not have studied botany to realize that the forest requires more than rich soil to flourish. Water is essential for carrying the nutrients in the earth from a tree's roots all the way to the very tips of its leaves. This precious liquid is the lifeblood of the 12's-wood. Without it, naught would grow. But should it rise in too great a volume and too swiftly, the nourishing flow will become a crashing wave that washes away all before it. It is important to realize that all of nature is in balance. As Conjury derives its power from nature, we must take care not to use our art in a manner like to disrupt this state. Ever must we be mindful of the ceaseless tug-of-war embodied in creation, this fruitful stalemate of the elements. Brother Joachim, are you about? I am here, sir. What has transpired? I heard a young antelope stags has gone berserk. I dunno what's got 'em so panicked, but there's no calming 'em now. The mad beasts gored the soldiers sent to shepherd 'em away from civilian settlements, leaving us with a pile of wounded over a jostling spire, and not enough hands to stanch the bleeding. We need a healer, and fast. Curious. I sensed nothing amiss in the whisperings of the elementals. What could have frightened these antelopes so? Apologies. I shall revisit these musings anon. Let us make haste. If matters are as chaotic as you say, I fear the number of injured may be rising as we speak. I doubt that we two will suffice. We must divide our forces. Elaine, travel straight away to Jocelyn Spire and tend to the wounded. I shall endeavour to rally further healers and follow after you bearing what restorative unguents I can. You, sir, head to Stillglade Fane and beseech the aid of Brother Izumi. Okay then, we need to do some healing, I think. Up north. From others, I believe. There we are. Is this the one? Oh, it is. Who are a conjurer, you say? Praise Nofika. You've come not a moment too soon. Sounds like yet more wounded have just been carried in. Pray offer them what aid you can. I shall. Suppose we need to cast Cure them then? These folk are out of danger for the present, but I fear our reprieve shall be brief. The battle with the stags yet rages, and there are reports of yet more wounded. I bid you join the wood dwellers and help put an end to this. Seek them just off the road that leads to the northeast, and do not worry. My art should be sufficient to prevent matters from worsening here. Now go. Will do. Where do I need to go? Over there. Let us see if there are some creatures I need to hunt over here. So let's quickly dispatch of them. And I believe that's 3 of them again. Yes. One more. Good. Almost. Close enough. My Cabbo will take care of it. I do need to heal myself a little bit in between here. I take on these creatures that are slightly more challenging than what we've been used to so far. I find the third one, not quite yet. Blackbacks. These are the ones that we want to get. These are quite challenging as they are level 20, whereas we are level 15. But still should be fine. With our healing, we should be able to outdamage, or at least out-heal their damage output. Still, full health yet again. One down. On to number 2. And as we can see, even though these will take quite some time to dispatch off, they are no match for us. One more, I think. And the last one. Dang it. A ball wants to bore us. Okay. I'll just be nice here. And... oh. Ouch! That is not nice. Now we have to go all the way back. Now, that is exactly the reason why we should take care of not standing in those red areas. Well, lesson learned, I say. Try that again, and this time without the dying, if at all possible. Let's see if we can take the shortcut here. Probably one of those big balls in between. There it is. Close behind. Let's see if we can. There we go. Quickly draw it in. This is helpful. And you can see that this creature is easily out-damaging us, but with our heals, should be easy if I actually recast the heals to outlast this creature. This is a battle of endurance, of attrition, and one I am determined to win. One more. There we go. And another 17. 17? 16, I mean. Smooth. Go, 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 go. That there was also something else down there. Boring weevils. We just need one more. Achoo! Oh, sorry. Achoo! And another one. Oh. Giant gnat. We need 3 of these, I believe. 3 indeed. Maybe I've bitten off a little bit more than I could chew. But at least I will make a good showing. That's that. That should be the third, I think. Oh, another one. Nope, only two. Well, fine, not a problem. We will continue. Get these nuts, these horrible, horrible insects away from me. Go. That's it. Do I need to do anything else here? Fairy Fungua and wolf poachers, and that's it, I believe. Yeah. Fairy Fungua, there you are. Quickly as we can. Combat, combat. After this, only the potion can go, and then we should be trying to do the us for a while again. Final stone, and that will finish it off. And done! Now let's find the wolf poachers, there they are. Ouch! What's that? That's not very nice of you. Please discontinue this fighting. Okay, one down, two to go. Oh, now that's mean. You stunned me. Actually, me by the looks of it. Now, poker. Oh. There you are. And the last one. I believe. And the only thing that we need is the QTM Vita in the South Shroud, as well as a couple of Fireflies in that branch in Central Shroud. But first, let us take this. Come to lend a hand, have you? Quickly, the fight is this way. Let us proceed. Conjurer, your aid. Sure. What do I need to do? Slay the young stags. Okay. I'm going to cast arrow on all of them, because that will just make this go a little bit faster. And in the meantime, I would bring the presents. We'll hit them as well. What are you doing here? Here's a good trailer. Here's a good trailer. Oh wait! And water spikes. Now this would win almost dead, so a little bit of resistance there. Let's make sure our allies are topped up. Ah! Yay! Now what could have caused them to go wild like that? Uh-oh. I think Sophie may have overextended herself. Miss? I'm fine. Don't mind me. Pray tell me that we are not too late. Sophie, what have you done? I forbade you from using such methods. Guildmaster, I will not see you repeat your mother's mistakes. My mother never did anything wrong. Oh. Now, while I can imagine why he is taking this tone with her, I think that might be the wrong thing to do. I think, as I said before, she needs a gentle guiding hand, not a stern one. Elaine, may I ask that you follow her, please? I fear my presence will only serve to provoke her further. She cannot have gone far in a weakened state. Sure. What kind of achievements are in here, I wonder? That's just a fate, so no thank you. I don't understand. When I try to cast spells, nothing happens. When I reach for my power, there's just nothing there. Is this what the Guildmaster was trying to warn me about? He said I was repeating my mother's mistake. The same thing happened to her, losing her magic, I mean, and then she... Am I going to die? This can't be happening. I didn't think... Please, I need to be alone. Oh God. Now, we need to go back to Conjurer's Guild, I believe. On we go. Conjurer's Guild. But before we finish up this quest, I am going to take a quick break, and I will see you in a bit. Toodles! I'm back. Welcome back. Let us continue and finish this guild quest for the Conjurer's Guild. Elaine, you have returned at last. Were you able to speak with Sophie? I see. I once taught you that conjurers harness the power of nature that we might bring about change. Earth, wind, water, healing. The principle is no different. For the art of mending, we draw on the boundless life force of nature and bestow it upon the wounded. Sophie has never sought to borrow from that bounty. Her power to heal stems from her own life force. The vital energies of mortals are, however, finite, and now that which I most feared has come to pass. Her mother unwittingly took her own life through the continued use of her healing skills, and Sophie's aptitude for the art is, if anything, even greater. Thus, it is not unexpected that she should reach the limits of her strength at a much earlier age. If we do not intervene, this terrible tragedy will be repeated, and I, for one, could not bear to see the child suffer the same fate as her mother. I shall think on a solution to this dark dilemma. It may be that I will have need of your assistance in the near future, Elaine. Do not doubt your abilities. You are a conjurer who has passed the trials of earth, wind, and water. You grow closer to nature with every passing day, and I sense within you the seeds of greatness. In your encounter with water, you learned its role as a bringer of life, but you also felt the implacable power of a surging wave as it swept you along in its path. Like earth and wind and nature at large, the element of water is possessed of more than one aspect. Having completed the third lesson, I am satisfied that you have mastered the fundamentals of conjuring. Yet this is but the beginning of your journey. Henceforth, you must strive to attune yourself even more closely to the elements and to nature. Yay! Let's go with these bits. Now the thing is, especially at early levels, gear is not nearly as important as it will be in the later stages of the game. So I will simply just select whatever takes my fancy and then just upgrade now and then just continue on my way. Now that has given us another level, but for the next quest we need to be level 20, so we will continue on with the main quest. Down the magic gate into the central shroud we go. Oh, I like this music, it's very, very soothing. You don't look like you're here for training. A shadowy figure. Understood. I'll pass word to the recruits as well as the sentries. Let me just make my mark. That should do. If you follow the road south, you'll find Bernard by the bridge to Bent Branch. Godspeed, adventurer. went the wrong way there. Need to go over the bridge there. And there he is. Bernard. You have business with me, adventurer? Rosaline is right to be cautious, for this stranger to venture so close, yet go to such great lengths to remain undetected is highly suspicious. They clearly have designs on that branch. We appreciate the help. I should write my name here, yes? And here, take it. You'll find Elgar in the stables, past the inflow. So, one more to go. There he is. Mind the birds, adventurer. They get nervous around strangers. What's this? A shadowy stranger near the matron's left? You've already shown this to Bernard and Elmar, I see. Good, good. Then all that's left is to inform the staff here. Not everyone here is a wood whaler, true, but even our stable boys wouldn't hesitate to take up arms to defend these chocobos. Migrant Marauders. You're quite the compassionate adventurer by the sound of it. Well, far be it from me to look a gift chocobo in the mouth. I have need of a capable woman like yourself. We received a peddler at the gates the other day, an excitable Lalafell that was sweating and swearing that he had been attacked by large winged beasts. Yet other than hornets, I know of no flying creatures in this region. If there's any truth to what he said, it might prove problematic for other travelers. Follow the road south and see if you can find any evidence to support his claim. And should you find something, kindly tell Lothair to patrol his area sometime instead of just standing beneath the spire and staring at the guards down the road. In those words. That's some strong words there. I shall see to it, sir. Where exactly do I need to go? Over there. Now let's hope that we also manage to run into these fireflies. Well, at least how is there a vulture out here, and what does it do? Oh, there we go. Ah. Now that we've upgraded our spell, so a lot easier. Lothar, why did you do nothing but stand there? Come on. A northern vulture? 2? And they were defending a nest? Well, perhaps we could omit that last detail from any official reports. I would rather not give Elgar any further cause to be cross. Well, then do your job! Come on! Thank you for slaying the beasts. You may rest assured that I will not permit this to happen again. Gloves. A healer is often late. I have another task for you, adventurer. I need you to head to the hedge tree to the southwest of here and speak with hero Leon. After tending to the hedge tree, the hero was scheduled to board a boat from the mirror planks. Well, the vessel's departure time has come and gone, but there is still no sign of her. Knowing how absorbed the hero becomes in her work, I am not unduly concerned. Armel, however, was responsible for organizing Leonie's transportation and is likely wondering if her wayward passenger is ever going to arrive. Perhaps a gentle reminder is in order? Okie dokie. I think... Where do I need to go? Ah, that way. Okay. Go south. Now what was it again that I needed to look out for? Fireflies. I don't see any yet. Yes? What troubles you, my dear? Ah, yes, the boat. I had quite forgotten. Oh, my task with the hedge tree is well and finished, but the elements murmur of a malevolent presence in the vicinity of the Tamtara Deepcroft. I must abide a while longer, that I might better divine the source of the elemental's distress. Please inform Armel that I shall be late in arriving. Ah, of course you are. Well, let's have a quick look around the Tamtara Deepcroft, just so we're sure that there is not, in fact, any fireflies in there. There are fireflies in here. Yay! Let's find them. Guys are trying to gang up on me. Well, I suppose 4 against 1 is a fair fight. For me at least. To heal myself once in a while. And then get rid of the magic bones. Skeletons basically. There we go. I believe I've gotten the fireflies, yes. So that only leaves the Kikian beaters in the South Shroud. So now that we have that done, we can go to Alma and let her know that her charge will be late in coming. You bear a message from Hero Leonin? An evil presence in the Deepcroft? That does sound grave indeed. I shall organize a vessel for a later time then. Perhaps a bell from now. 2? Better make it 3 just to be safe. Thank you for your trouble. And level 19! Yay! Salvaging the scene. Might you assist me with another matter, my lady? A wagon that departed from Quarry Mill was overturned on the road with some large, ill-tempered forest beast chose that moment to... Well, let's say that again. A wagon that departed from Quarry Mill was overturned on the road when some large, ill-tempered forest beast chose that moment to defend its territory. By Novika's grace, the driver escaped without serious injury, but the wagon's cargo was not so fortunate. With none willing to risk another encounter with the creature, I can only assume the goods remained strewn across the ground where the incident occurred. Simply follow the road here to the south, and should you come across the wreckage, salvage what cargo you can, and deliver it to Kiva at Benfrench Meadows, if you would be so kind. Sure thing. Follow the road south. Now, while we're there, I also think we might have a little foray into the South Shroud and see if we can find these kicking beaters. Oh, hey, Big Toad. That's 1 cargo, that's 2, and we can go back, but first we'll have a quick look into the South Shroud, see where these kicking beaters upper paths. So that is around here, so might as well just give you a look. Ah, there they are. Well, that makes it easy. Please have some stone. Eat some dirt, sir. That would be really nice of you. And the final one. One more. There we go. And because did that complete the journal? Yep. We got quite a hefty sum of experience, and we're now extremely close to leveling up to level 20. So all we have to do is hand in this quest, I think. I could probably just teleport there, but I think it's close enough that it makes a little difference. Because there, in the distance, we already see Bent Branch Meadows. Almost there. And there we go. You have a delivery for me? I do. Some cargo. Ah, well this is the shipment I was waiting on from Quarry Mill. I heard the wagon ran afoul of some great monstrosity just up the path from the mirror planks. But I see you've managed to scrape together a few bits and pieces. Seems I can't get through 2 bells these days without hearing some new tale of horrors in the deep croft or bandit cutthroats prowling the woods hereabouts. Makes me wonder if me chocobos are safe at night, it does. If we're ever in need of adventurous skills, I hope you'll be around to lend me a hand. Yay! Now, I am kind of looking at the time here, and I am afraid to say that today I will be coaching my basketball team in a couple of hours, and I still have a little bit of preparation to do for that, since it'll be the last training of the season, last practice of the season I mean. So unfortunately I am going to cut it a little bit short here, and quite frankly this is as good a time as any to do that. So I am going to see if there's anyone I can raid into, and yep, I do. And I will say this is someone I have followed for quite some time, and they are playing a game called Clair Obscure Expedition 33, and I unfortunately don't have the hardware to play this game myself, otherwise I definitely would, because from what I've seen the game looks absolutely stunning, and its story is top notch, music is perfect, visuals are great, combat system looks absolutely amazing. As far as I'm concerned, it should earn Game of the Year award. But anyways, here we go, and let us raid. And to everyone else, I'll see you later. Goodbye.